Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Taj and I'm a paycheck budgeter documenting my financial journey here on YouTube. If you are returning, welcome back, beautiful budgeter. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my monthly budget for the month of September, for this month. So if you are interested in seeing the shenanigans, girl, then stick around and keep on watching.
Get out the way, who got a watch, who got the time, I'm raising the clock. Even in my feelings, grind don't stop. Got big dreams, want big rocks. I got plans, you got talk.
All right, welcome back. So y'all, I ain't gonna even lie, I dreaded doing this video. Y'all know I did not do a monthly budget last month, and girl, like, when will I see the light and stay in the light? Like, I feel like I keep getting teased. Like, I see the light, I make it to the light, and something just pushed me back. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna jump right on into it. So for the month of September, I am looking at kind of the same scenario for August, but we gonna put our big girl drawers on and we're gonna go through it. Okay, so I cowered and chickened out last month, but girl, we gonna thug it out. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So those of you that are new to my channel, I have been for the last few months, really jumping on the bandwagon of doing a monthly budget, and then I break my monthly budget down paycheck to paycheck. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So I'm going to pull out my monthly budget sheet. So I do one every month and add it to my journal. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out. And then I'm also going to pull out last month, because I do like to I do like to sometimes go back and kind of reference to see, like, what last month was versus what this month is in certain categories. So I'm gonna just put that to the side. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm gonna move my calculator to the side, make some room, and we're gonna look at our monthly overview. So I've already, y'all saw my decorate with me video, but I did go in after the video and kind of filled in my numbers. I went online and looked to see, like, what was what was due for the month of September. So I'm just moving some stuff out the way so I can make some room. Move this to the side so that y'all can see my monthly budget sheet. Okay, so I write sideways, y'all, if you don't know. So excuse the angle, but girl, this is how I write. All right, so let's jump into it. So the first thing is, I like to, when I'm doing my monthly budget, I do like to see or do an estimate of what my income will be. So as you can see, I did mark, like, paydays. I thought I wasn't going to make payout this month for YouTube, because y'all, I was slacking and I haven't really been putting out my videos or doing what I normally do. So I thought I wasn't gonna make payout, but at the last freaking minute, I made payout. So it ain't gonna be that much, but it's better than nothing. So I am going to mark that on my calendar, because I didn't even think we had that to worry about. So usually it's on the 21st, but that's a Sunday, so I'm assuming it's probably going to be on the Monday, which is the 22nd. So I am going to just put it here on the 22nd. All right, that's my little YouTube sticker. That was my last one too. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it. So as far as paydays, if you see, I do mark my paydays on here, and then as the weeks go, then I will fill in like what my paycheck was and what my extra income ended up being. So for just looking at it at a glance, I do estimate, because of course sometimes it fluctuates, so I do estimate, and I estimate on the low end. So looking at this will be a full check, this will be a full check, and this will not be. And if you notice, we're doing another week of no income. I'm gonna try to see if I can switch some things around, because like I said in a previous video, that the week that I don't get paid or extra income coming in, it doesn't work well with Ron's paid checks. And so the weeks that I don't pull from that particular account, it messes me up, and I think I need to figure that out. But anyway, so this will be a full check, not a full check, and then we have 2 extra incomes. So if I'm counting my paychecks, if I'm looking at the days when my paycheck come in, so we have 2 full paychecks, so that would be 2,100. Girl, not 21,000, 2,100. So that's 4,200, and then the third one will be, I'm gonna estimate. Last time it was like 480 something, for that week. So I'm just gonna on the low end and say 450. So for the month of September, I'm estimating that I will bring in 4,650. And then extra income, I usually just budget 1060 or pull 1060. So and sometimes it's not, but a lot of times it's more, but I just stick with the 1060 to be on the safe side. So 1060, and I should have 2, so that would be 2,120. And then extra income, I did pay out, I think it was a little bit over $100. I think it was like 107 the last time I looked at it. I'm just gonna say $100. So if I add that up, so if I add up the, let me see if you can see it, 2,120 plus 4,650 plus 100. So we're looking at $6,870. And the goal, honestly, is always to bring in at least 8. So we already know how this is going to turn out. Housing. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So what I'm going to do this month is, because I see how it's looking at a glance, I'm also going to be making some changes. I'm thinking of doing another video to kind of explain those changes. But with the month of September, I'm pretty much going to do it the same way I did for August. I'm going to worry about like necessities and the 4 walls, and then everything else I'm pretty much just going to wing it. But we'll talk about that when we get down the line. But anyway, mortgage. So my mortgage is $2273.54. Vivint is my home security, and that is $64.12. Fortiva is the equipment, which is getting ready to be paid off. And then I say this several times before, once it is, I'm getting rid of, this will be no more, and I'm getting rid of Vivint, because girl, no. And I'm gonna go with something else. So that is $40. I think it's like $35.49 or something to that magnitude, but I just say it 40. And then Fox Pest Control is $50. So totaling this up, so 22. You know what? Since I'm kind of winging it, I'm gonna just do. Hold on. Let me see what's actually due. Hold up. Okay, so it's actually $35.49, because every little bit gonna count, girl. So $22.73.54 plus $64.12, $35.49, and $50 is $24.23.15. And then, oh, and I forgot, I gotta add HOE, girl. Get these people their damn money. 160. So if I add 160, so that's $25.83.15. All right, and then utilities. So I ended up getting my electric bill yesterday. It was in the mail Friday, and I just didn't know because I didn't check my mailbox. But girl, Jeff Davis, little ragged ass. Let me see. Last month, Jeff Davis was $474.18. This month is $471.78, girl. And it's pretty much probably gonna be like a $10 damn fee to pay it online. But $471.78 is what my light bill is. I feel so defeated. Water. So water is, and I'm looking on my calendar, looking at like my bills and how much, because I wrote down before I even started my monthly budget. I went online and looked to see how much everything was due. If I didn't get a bill for it, I went online and looked. So water is due on the 11th, and it is $54.53. My gas bill is, you know what? I'm not going to write the gas bill. My gas bill was $34.53. But last week I went on ahead because I knew that so last week I don't get paid till the 4th. So my Capital One card and my Centerpoint, which is gas, was due on the 2nd. So I went on ahead and paid that. So I'm not going to add that on here. Yeah, I'm not going to add that because that wouldn't make sense. So I'm just going to put a line through there. Internet is $90.40. All right, $90.40. And then a cell phone bill, there's 5 lines, and that is $269.64. All right, so utilities would be $471.78 plus $54.53 plus $90.40 plus $269.64. So that is $886.35. What else? $886.35. Okay. All right, and then miscellaneous. So Let's see. So Georgia is $150. Subscriptions. So my subscriptions come off of one of my Capital One cards. So what I do is I pay my Capital One card, the bill that's due, plus the subscriptions every month. So my subscriptions are, it comes up to, I forgot, hold on. Oh, $202.78. Memberships, I don't have anything. That's usually, I use that for like my Sam's membership, but that's not due yet. I got a while for that. USCI is $79, and then LCP, so $65.50. I'm gonna try to do, no, I'm tripping. Times 2, 120 plus 550. Okay, 125.50 is what we're gonna do. All right, and then let's total that up. So we have 125.50 plus 79 plus 202.78 plus 150. So 557.28. Did I do that right? 150 plus 202.78 plus 79 plus 125.50. Okay. Just looking at this, girl, I already remember we girl, we can't go over 68, but we going. So buckle your seatbelts. Okay, car note. So my truck is $721.57. I used to put Naya car note here, but Naya takes care of her car note. Gas, I usually do $30 a week. This month I said that I was doing, because we looking at a month like last month, 30, 60, 90. So we're gonna do $90 instead of $120 this month. My insurance is, girl, this shit is crazy, $573.64. I remember when my insurance was like 3 something and I was complaining then. Lord. All right, $721.57 plus 90 plus 573.64. So that is $1385.21. Usually I will do cash envelopes, like how much I'm doing toward groceries, eating out of the household. Girl, we gonna wing it. So let me move this to the side. And just looking at last month, let me see. So last month we actually brought in, we really were struggling last month. But let's see, $24.78, but that's because of HOA. And then utilities went down because I've already taken care of gas, because last time it was $920.28. What else? Next is let's see. So I'm not going to worry about any of these right now. All right, so let's talk about it. We have to do, let me move this one to the side. All right, so we have to do our debt carryovers. I talked about this last week as well. We are going to have some carryovers. So for August, I still have, what do I have? Oh, I have my phone and my truck. So I'm going to pay that the first week, so that the phone, I pushed it back. I went online and pushed it back to the 4th. Oh, you can't see that. I pushed it back to the 4th. So technically it's not late. So I'm going to pay it there. And then my truck is due on the last day of the month. So one, two, three, 4. So it's gonna still be within that grace period. So I ain't tripping. So if I add up, before I even do my debt, I want to add up my carryovers, because that's got to be taken care of first. So we have, oh my God, girl, you see that? Shit. Okay. Girl, we're going to do some damage control. 21. Okay, carry. Oh my God. All right. Then we're gonna talk about that. Hold on. Let's just finish this. So we have lending. So all my debt. So we have lending club, and that is $118.34. Capital One. So that's all we got. Okay. So we have, let's just start with the cards. So we have 200 plus 30 plus 224 plus 101, 48 plus 47 plus 235, 20 plus 118, 34 plus, that's 956, so 2 right there. 18, 91, 21. That's a lot to be carrying over. So we're looking at $2,847.23. Y'all cannot wait till I get some of this debt down. All right. I'm going to do this one more time because, you know, I'm right-handed and I hate having to do it like that. So, all right. 2847.23. All right. And then sinking funds. I'm not going to pay, but I'm not going to, I'm just going to leave it blank for right now. All right, so let's see how much dog shit we in.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some shit to attend to.
Girl, because we in it. Okay, we in it. All right, so I'm not going to put nothing there. So housing, we looking at $2,583.15. Girl, we're going to be working some overtime this month. Utilities, $886.35. Miscellaneous, $550. All right, let's go ahead and add this up. All right, so we have 2583.15, 886.35, 557.28, 1385.21, and 2847.23. God damn it. Oh. Let me do it one more time. 2847.23, 1385.21, 557.28, 886.35, and 2583.15. So total expenses 80. So it's bills 82.59.22. And I feel like I would have been okay But you see why I see this is why I get annoyed, like if I have to carry something over, because it messes with my next month budget. Because if I didn't have this $18.91, if I could have took care of that last month, I should have been good. I mean, I would have still been kind of pushing it, but I can make something shake, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's a lot. So estimated income $68.70. Which, you know, I do under budget, but still, girl, I don't under budget that much. So we looking at minus 68.70. So we looking at negative 1,389.22. 1,389.22. Whew. And see, like, week by week, it be looking like, okay, I got a little extra money. No, girl, you don't. Because you got bills coming up next week that you're going to have to account for. So this is why I do like to do monthly budgets, even though it's a hard reality check. And sometimes it's a old gut punch. It keeps my ass in check. It keeps me in line, because I cannot do it. It lets me know that I can't do no unnecessary spending, even though sometimes, girl, I still be. But, you know, for the most part, I cannot do any unnecessary spending, because at the end of one week, I might say, okay, I paid everything. I'm looking good. Cool. I got a little money left over to play with. No, I don't, because overall, when the next couple of weeks come through, I may be short. So I need to be able to carry that over. And so that's why I do a monthly budget, and then I turn around and I break my monthly budgets down paycheck by paycheck. Because on the first paycheck, if I see that, okay, I got money left over, I look at the second week and I start applying it to stuff that may not be due yet, may be due the next week. So I start applying that leftover money to the next week, because I know at some point I'm going to be short, because when I did my monthly, I didn't have enough. So that's, you know, when you just not doing it. For a long time, I was like, I don't understand monthly budget. I'm not doing it. It's just, girl, I can't. But when I did this sheet and I started doing it like this, it made me understand the monthly budget more, but it also got my behind in check, because I see where I was going wrong at, because I would think that I had money left over and that I could play with. And then the third week of the month come and I'm like, okay, damn, I ain't got enough. Well, had you carry that money over, you may have, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, my mind has been, y'all, why this whole time my camera had stopped recording? Oh, Lord. So I'm going to just go back and fill y'all in. Okay, so far is, I know that I had carryovers from the previous month of $18.91.21. So I had to make sure that I put that on here first, and then start covering whatever else is due. So the $18.91 was that third portion of the mortgage, because I actually pulled from that account. I borrowed some money out of there, so I need to put that back plus that last payment, because I break my mortgage up into 3, so that it can be ready for the next month. And then Infinity, and then the AT&T phones. So I estimated my paycheck, the first paycheck, which would be on the 4th, to be $31.60. And so as I'm writing in my bills, I just subtract as I go. So the $31.60 minus the $900 minus $721.57 minus $269.64. And that left me with $1,268.79. So then I can start working on what's actually due for that particular week. So one of the things that is due is Fox Pest Control. So I took 50 from that. Firestone card is due, so minus 47. And then Lending Club is due, minus 118.34. And AT&T Wi-Fi, so that's minus 90.40. And so that left me with 963.05, and then that's where I realized my camera had cut off. All right, so we have 963.05, and then let's see. So we done paid. We got everything all the way up until here. I don't get paid again until the 11th, so I need to make sure that everything is paid up until the 11th. Now, the next thing I was doing was my Capital One card, the one that I'm actually working on now with the snowball method. So I want, because I'm kind of looking at my overall income, I am going to that pay. I'm still gonna do the payment, that snowball payment, but I'm a break it up. I'm gonna break it up between this first week and the next week. So Capital One. And it is going to be due on the 10th. So I'm gonna do 85.10, and then next week I'll do the remaining, but this is still more than what's actually due. So all right, and then so minus 85.10, so that will leave 877.95, and then I need to start working on the next month's mortgage. So mortgage, so this would be 1/3, and that would be 700. Usually I do 750, but we're gonna do 700. So minus 700. All right, so that I'm gonna stop there. So total bills for the first week is 900 plus 7,157, 269.64, 50, 47, 18, 34, 90, 40, 85, 10, and 700. So that's 2982.05. Minus 3160. So remaining 177.95 is what I have left over for week 1. So if I need to go get something for the house or whatever, I may be able to get it from there, or I may have to roll this over to the second week. We will see. So then week 2. So week 2 would be the 11th. All right, and this would be estimated to be, so no extra income, but check I'm going to estimate from my monthly budget. We estimated, because I take this income is how, and I break it up, and that's what I put in here week by week. So estimated 2,100, because no extra income for that week. All right, so we will do first thing first, mortgage, and it's 2/3, and that would be, I'm gonna do 700. So I'm gonna put 2,100 on the calculator, minus 700. All right, and then water bill. So my water bill, water, and that is due on the Sirius XM, and that's on the 16 and 988. So minus 988. So we had 918.56, y'all. And then we have so that would technically be it, because I would get a check here and then some extra income here. But this check is not going to be a full check, so I will be relying on extra income, which is never more than what I actually bring, you know, paycheck amount. So I have $918.56. So what I could do is I can go to the next week and grab something heavy to take the pressure off of this week, since it's not going to be a full check. So, which is $65. And that would be due on the 18th. So minus 65, it's $813.56. I might as well go ahead and pay Jeff Davis and get that off my back. So Jeff Davis, which is due on 9/23, is $471.78, but it's probably gonna be like a $10 fee. So I'm just gonna say $480. All right. And then I can, that's $333. I'm gonna do LCP. So LCP 65.50, because I think I did 125. Yeah. All right. So minus 65.50. All right. So it should be 268.06 remaining. So let's add that up. So we have 743, 21, 55, 30, 21, 48, 24, 98, 65, 40, 80, 65, 50. So that's $1831.94. And this just gives me, when I'm doing my monthly, when I'm doing my paycheck budgets, I reference these sheets to kind of help me. It's kind of like pre-doing the work. So minus 2,100. So I should have 268.06 left over. So depending on how that week go, if I don't have to grocery shop, or if I don't have to do whatever, then I can carry that over to the next week and try to pay some more stuff off. But this is what I'm talking about. So I would have thought for week 1 example, I would think, okay, girl, you got $177 you can play with. No, you don't. Week 2, I had $800 and something left over. No, because my monthly budget say I'm short $13.89. So what did I do? Take that $800 and start paying stuff for that's actually supposed to be due week 3. But I'm trying to carry it over because I know that I really don't have the extra. So that's why I say a monthly budget is good to do. And it has changed my mindset, because I was, one day was like, I can't do it. Week 3 would be September 18th. And this is going to be the week that I was talking about. So this is going to be this week, which is not going to be a full check. And I'm going to mostly be relying on extra income. I think with my monthly budget, I budgeted $450 for that one. So 450, and then 1060. So 1510 is what we estimating that we're gonna be working with. Hopefully it'll be more, but that's what we budgeting for. Okay, so we have Merrick, which is a zero balance card, but it does have a membership. So I don't really too much talk about it because it's only $5. And then Ron has he still has his Credit One card that I'm going to ask him about because I don't think he know he got it. I think he think that's closed. It don't have a balance, but it also has a membership fee. And that's $8.33. And then we have USCI. And that will come out on the 22nd at $79. Now, technically, within this week, I would get a YouTube, but girl, it's only gonna be $100. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong. Let me not say only. And then, okay, so next will be Jeff Davis. But I'm paying Jeff Davis bill with the previous week's paycheck. So I would need to do the phone bill for this week. So that would be AT&T. And this would be phones. Okay, let's add that up. So I should have $261.59 left over. $261.59. All right. So 5 plus 8 and 3, 79, 69, 64, 65, 50, 280, 62, 200, 64, 12, and 20, and 150. So 1248.41. Minus 1510, and I should have 261.59. So minus 1510, 261.59. So okay. So that would be week 3. Now week 4 is gonna be no income that week, but there are still going to be some bills. So what will we do? So we've paid this, we've been paid this, and then we would have paid half of this. So we would still have, so let me write that down here. So this would be September 25th. I'm gonna put no income estimated. All right, but we would have progressive plus 262 plus 7.1% plus 165. Ooh, another check. All right, total 1978.38. All right, so 1978.38. Okay. But yeah, so now that's what I'm talking about. That's why I say I feel like it's crucial to do a monthly budget. And I ain't feel like that before, girl. I didn't feel like that before. But yeah, that's how I do my monthly budget. So I go in, I use this sheet, which is available on my Ko-Fi. Of course, you have to fill out your own. But I write out my monthly bills. When there's a good month where ain't rolling nothing over, then I do fill in cash envelopes, like what I plan on spending on that, and then sinking funds and saving challenges and stuff like that. But girl, Mostly this is just strictly monthly budget bills. I write out everything that is due and then estimate my income, and then that tells me, you know, if I feel like I'm gonna be over or under. And then I break each paycheck up and, you know, according to what is due for that particular week. So when I'm doing my paycheck budgets, I pull out whatever week I'm doing, I pull out this sheet to kind of go off of, since I've already pretty much pre-planned it. And if there's anything left over, then I know that according to my monthly budget, I'm short in income. So I look for ways to apply it to the next week. But yeah, that is my monthly budget. That is how I do my monthly budget. And then as I get paid, I write in my paycheck amount. I also write it here because I use this sheet for my monthly closeout. And then I just kind of check off as I pay stuff. So, but yeah, that's what I have for the month of September. I am going to go ahead and cut out this. Hopefully, girl, we shouldn't even need this, because girl, for August, we filled in some stuff. We did put some money to the side. Shout out to Ron. But yeah, so, but girl, that's all I got. Ain't got no more. That's it for this video, y'all. If you like this video, if you like my channel, please give me a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you can be notified each and every time your girl upload. And I will see you beauties in the next video. Okay, my girls. Bye.